I never believed that a single sound could rewrite the destiny of an entire species, not until the day the vault awakened. Even now, as I record this final log inside a dying station drifting near the edge of the Hellion Rift, I can still hear it. The low trembling hum vibrating through the metal walls like something alive and ancient, pressing its face against reality. The others can't hear it anymore. They've either fled, lost themselves to the madness, or vanished into the corridors where shadows move with intent. But I hear everything, every echo, every frequency, every whisper calling my name. And part of me knows the vault is no longer just communicating. It is choosing. When we first arrived on the planet Virith, we thought it was just another archaeological survey, another lifeless world scarred by the aftermath of ancient wars. The planet was silent, its atmosphere thin and metallic, with red dust floating in slow motion like drifting embers. But beneath the surface, buried under a labyrinth of obsidian tunnels, we found the structure that changed everything. The vault wasn't a building. It wasn't even a machine. It was a consciousness woven into architecture, something far older than human civilization and far more patient. The walls shifted when you weren't looking, forming new passages, closing others. The material responded to touch like skin tightening around a wound. Dr. Yara, the xenolinguist of our team, was the first to notice the low vibrations pulsing in rhythmic intervals. She said it felt like a heartbeat. I remember standing beside her with our helmets dimming against the glow of the Volt's inner chambers, the walls shimmering with faint blue veins that pulsed faintly with every tremor he felt it too. Not like Salmore, like memory surfacing in a dream. None of us understood it then, but now I'm certain the vault wasn't waking up. It was listening for us. We uploaded the initial scans to the station orbiting the planet, the high-security research outpost known as Deep Line Array 34, where Part 3 of our mission officially began. The vault was stable at first, silent, dormant, almost respectful of our presence. But the moment we brought back the first artifact, a crystalline shard emitting faint heat signatures, everything changed. The station lights flickered constantly after that. Gravity fluctuated in waves, bending metal frames like they were soft clay. Doors would remain open, even when manually locked, and the worst of all our communications began replaying old voice logs, even logs we never recorded. Voices of people who had never been here. Voices that sounded like us, but wrong. Echoes of future conversations we never had. The vault wasn't sending signals. It was projecting possibilities. Captain Rion ordered the artifact locked inside a sealed containment sphere. But the sphere vibrated all night, emitting low harmonic tones that grew louder every cycle. I couldn't sleep during those days. My dreams were filled with corridors stretching endlessly, doors opening on their own, and a faint whisper urging me deeper into the vault. Every morning I woke feeling as if time had moved differently. Sometimes, the clocks agreed. What terrified us the most was the effect on the station crew. People began losing fragments of memory, tiny things at first, forgetting conversations, missing steps and procedures, repeating questions. But then it escalated. Officer Heleth stood frozen during her shift for 7 hours, staring at the containment doors, murmuring a phrase she didn't understand. It remembers us. Dr. Yara became obsessed with decoding the harmonic pulses. She believed the vault was trying to communicate, that it was a type of quantum archive designed by a civilization capable of storing information not in space, but in time. "The echoes aren't sounds," she said. "They're memories, past and future both." I didn't believe her then. Yuish primera ave. The breakthrough came when the artifact activated on its own. A surge of light tore through the containment chamber, and the crystal lifted into the air, spinning rapidly as symbols cascaded across its surface. The station systems overloaded. Gravity inverted. I felt my body tear upward before slamming back against the floor as the alarms screamed. And then came the vision. It wasn't a hallucination. It was a broadcast. I saw a civilization unlike anything in our records beings, made of light and fractal geometry, cities floating inside colossal energy spheres, stars sculpted like clay. And then I saw their end. A darkness swept across the universe, like a tidal wave, something that ate stars, consumed information, devoured entire timelines. The vault wasn't built to preserve their culture. It was built to store the memories of every species the darkness consumed. And now it had found us. When the vision ended, Yara collapsed unconscious. Captain Rian was gone. The containment chamber was twisted inward, like something had crushed it from the inside. And the artifact shattered, but the vault wasn't silent anymore. Its echoes followed us everywhere, humming through the pipes, rattling the metal, whispering fragments of languages we had no means to decipher. Then the station AI began malfunctioning. It repeated warnings that didn't exist in its programming warnings, in a voice that sounded like mine. "The vault sees you," it said. "The vault knows." Every screen echoed those messages in perfect synchronized intervals. Ryan's body was never found. Only his helmet remained, floating near the ceiling of the maintenance bay. Inside it, the faceplate showed a reflection of a man who wasn't him, an older version of me. That's when I realized the vault wasn't showing memories of the past. It was showing what could be. Possible futures. Possible deaths. Possible versions of the people we once were. It was a library of timelines, and we were becoming part of it. By cycle 12, the station crew had reduced from 23 to 7. Some disappeared. Some fell victim to madness. Some walked out of the docking bay doors without suits, convinced that something was calling them into space. Yara finally woke, but her eyes were different. She spoke in harmonic tones that matched the vault's frequencies. She said the vault had chosen her, that she had become its interpreter. She said it needed a host, a mind capable of holding multiple timelines at once. And then she said something that froze the blood in my bones. "We are not decoding the vault. The vault is decoding us." We tried restraining her, but the lights flickered, and the entire station shifted with a groaning sound like metal in pain. Doors blew open. Gravity spun sideways. The harmonic pulses increased until every surface vibrated violently. That's when the vault spoke. Not in words. In memory. I saw myself aging and decaying and reborn in endless loops. I saw the station collapsing in infinite variations. I saw Yara becoming something someone woven into the vault itself. And I heard a whisper not through the air, but through thought. "Choose your echo." The station could not sustain the overload any longer. Panels burst. Alarms melted into white noise. The AI screamed warnings. The vault had opened a bridge, a tunnel of memory through the center of the station. And Yara walked into it. We tried stopping her, but reality bent around her like liquid. She didn't. Her body dissolved into light, and the vault absorbed her. The harmonic pulses stopped. The station fell silent. Now only 3 of us remain. The breach is still open, a swirling vortex of shimmering blue memory, suspended in the heart of the station. Every time I look at it, I hear Yara's voice calling from inside, asking me to join her. The vault wants a second host. Maybe more. Maybe an entire species. I don't know how long the station will last. Time feels broken. Sometimes hours pass in seconds. Sometimes seconds stretch into oblivion. The hum is growing again, stronger every hour. The vault is waking, and it wants me next. If anyone finds this low gif, anyone hears these words, "Zoo must destroy Verethnan." Destroy the vault. Do not study it. Do not decode it. Do not listen to the echoes. Because the vault of echoes doesn't just record memory. It consumes Italiano.